Hey guys, welcome to week 7 at Radio Blog Talk. We got David here. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going pretty good. How about you, man?
Oh man, just the same old stuff. Just another day here.
Is it really the same old stuff, or is it the new same old stuff?
Oh, the new same old stuff and evolution. It's all evolving and just mashing up the same old stuff to be new stuff, I guess. If you want to call it that.
It does seem to go round and round, doesn't it?
Making money online, dude. What's up with that? You know, let's see if we can talk a little bit about that today and give some people some advice and some tips and tricks, and let's just all have out and share some advice here.
Well,
What do you got for people?
I don't know. I think you and I both we're afraid to let it all hang out sometimes because we are both so anti. We both make money online. We both like to make money online. We both want to make more money online, and we both hate the make money online niche, if you will.
Yes.
You know?
I'm sorry. I don't hate the people behind it, but I really, really just hate how it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, all right, making money online. Let's look at it in a nutshell. Let's look at eBooks, okay? Great. The guy behind behind the blog that's selling the eBooks, he's probably a really cool dude. He has kids, everything like that, goes to the park, yada, yada, yada. But it's trickery. It is freaking trickery. I wrote a post on my blog last night, actually, that showed how I just about got tricked. I went to moneylisters.com, and I try to scan it from time to time, and I found an article that passed our inspection, if you want to call it that. And so it got listed on moneylisters.com, so I read the article. And then right at the very bottom of the paragraph, the whole solution to the whole mystery of making money online, sure enough, was a ClickBank product. And I'm just like, man, you know what? It sucks. So many people get tricked into this crap.
Well, and I think I told you this story, and I don't even, it's somebody who listens to the show, I believe. I went to his site, and there was a recommended ebook. It was $9.95, and I buy some of these things, and sometimes I buy them just to learn. And I bought this ebook, and I can't remember what it was. It was going to show me the loophole of eBay. That's
right.
And I read the whole thing. I bought it. I paid for it. It wasn't anything like that. What it basically said is, you need to sell articles on eBay. The first thing you need to do is you need to be a writer. Well, you didn't tell me that before. You told me you were going to show me a loophole. There was no loophole. He basically says you need to write articles for eBay, and here's how I go about doing it, and then here's how I go about selling them. I mean, it had nothing to do with the title of the book. It was just, to me, that's a scam. I'm sorry.
It's unfortunate because there are good products. And, everybody knows about Micro Niche Finder. I mean, I've sat there and promoted the hell out of it on my blog, and you've done the same. But, that just goes to show you that there are products that are awesome. But unfortunately, man, it's just so difficult to figure out what are good and what aren't good. And even experts like us, well, I don't even want to say we're experts, but just seasoned, people like us have difficulty in deciphering it. And I've wasted a lot of money, and you've wasted a lot of money. And so with newbies, I mean, geez, it's just terrible to see MMO is all about taking advantage of the ignorant and, to capitalize on it.
And sometimes it's not even the ignorant. I mean, I have a customer I'm working with here locally, or client, I guess I should call it.
Yeah.
And it was interesting, though. I was telling him how I didn't believe in this stuff, and he had a good point. He said, if they're all that bad, how come there's not more bad press and bad blog articles about this stuff?
That's interesting. Yeah.
How
do you answer that?
Well, my answer to him was, I think that a lot of it has to do with shame. I buy an ebook I buy a program for $167 that's going to show me how to make $1 million. And I find out that I can't do it.
Right.
I'm going to go out there and tell everybody I can't do it.
Right.
I think it's me. Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
You're not going to want to tell your mother. You'd let alone tell the internet.
Yeah. What was it? It's I don't know. And that may be it. I don't know what that is. But there's ways to make money. There's ways to make money online, and there are some good products out there, and there are some excellent ebooks out there. So people don't think we're slamming ebooks because we're not. Okay.
Right.
But Gary and I are both pretty fed up with a bunch of this kind of stuff. Because what y'all don't see, that we do see, we get a lot of emails from people who are, looking at us and going, hey, y'all have made a lot of money, you've got a lot of experience, what do you think about this product? So we hear a lot of the horror stories you don't hear.
Here's a neat little tip, just to sum it up in a nutshell. I hate only having 10 minutes, but, we need to go quick. before we met, you're the automatic guy and I'm the manual guy, which is great. Both ways, work, and I think together we've kind of mashed that up into a happy medium and push forward and drive a lot of money. But both ways do work. And if you go automatic, go automatic. If you go manual, that's fine. Now, going manual, which everybody pretty much has to do unless you're a cybercoder and know how to do that stuff. You have a blog, it's 3 months old. You ask me, why am I not making money with it? I mean, come on. I mean, think about it. You have to build pages and pages. You need content. On my blogs, that's all I do. That's all I do all day is sit there and type, write, blurb, blog. You need content. The more pages that you have indexed in the major search engines, the more likelihood that you're going to get found in the search engines.
Something you're saying there, Gary, too. And to clarify, you like to call me Mr. Automatic, and I'm not really Mr. Automatic. Everything I do keys off a post. When I first met Gary, Gary said, "How often do you post?" I said, "Once a week." And he said, "What?" Actually, it was like once every 2 weeks. And he said, "What? I'm writing 100 posts a day, and you're over there posting once?" And we started comparing numbers, and our numbers were almost identical.
I was pissed.
Yeah, he was kind of mad at me. But what you're saying is true, and I'll tell you what's even more irritating about that, Gary. How many times have you seen somebody ask you or got an email that says, "Gary, what do you think I should do?" And you say, "You should do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4." And they come back and go, "No, that's not it."
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, maybe it's, I don't know. But it's true. If I give advice or you give advice and that advice isn't followed to a T, I mean, what ground do you have to stand on? I mean,
well, exactly, and that's my point. And I'm not saying that we're
if they don't know how
right.
to do it, then tell us they don't know how to do it, and then we can walk them through it. But just saying, "Oh, I don't feel like doing it," then we can't really help you. We want to help you, but we can't. If you're not willing to take the advice that we give, then geez.
Well, and we've talked to some of the same people on even on one-to-one basis, and what we find out is we give them typically the same advice. Yeah. We might go about it a little bit differently, okay? But we believe in the same things. We believe that you have to build good content.
Right.
Okay, you have to.
Whether it's automatically generated or manually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to post on some regular basis. You've got to train the spiders, right?
Exactly.
We agree that you need a design that's search engine friendly.
Yes.
We don't agree on the aesthetics of a design. I don't typically like a lot of Gary's designs, and Gary doesn't typically like a lot of my designs. We're a little bit different there. But if you take the cover off of it and you look at the source code, we usually agree.
Yes.
But
I mean, if you remove the CSS file from your blog and from my blog, and just see the raw file and just white background, black text, it's going to look the same. Your content's listed first, my content's listed first, and it goes into priority of how a spider indexes a page, so I mean.
Well, and that's a good point, and that's just like your new design. I told you last night when you showed, of course I like it better today, but I did not like what you were doing, and I told you I don't like this design.
Right.
What's funny though is if I look at it without the CSS, you're right, it looks a lot like mine. And if you want to know how to do that, by the way, go to the Wayback Machine at the Internet Archives.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't understand CSS, and you can see it. But I pulled your site up in Lynx, which is a DOS-based browser that does that for me. And it's like, man, this is beautiful. You've got the sidebar on the left and the content on the right. And a lot of people are going to look at that and go, oh, he did the opposite of what he always says to do. No, he didn't.
Right.
If you look at the source code, that content on the right shows up first, and then the content on the left shows up.
Exactly.
So,
hey, every week I always cover posts. Everybody go to cybercoder.net this week. I think, David, hopefully I can speak for yourself and you'll do it. Cover a little post about that because I know about the Lynx browser, and that is an awesome, awesome browser to use. So, everybody go to cybercoder.net and check it out. And,
I've mentioned it before, and there's one of those, I don't even think I got a comment on that post. Okay, of course, it's been a while. But
right.
That's, a sore spot. But anyway, we're about out of time for today. I think Gary and I have both had kind of a rough week. Basically, there's ways to make money online. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I don't know what else to tell you.
Agreed. We'll run out of time. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the little orange button there at Radio Blog Talk, and hopefully we can continue to build subscribers. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening.